Hello, I'm Jess and welcome to Quiz Time. We've got 50 questions coming up for you. How well do you think you're going to do today? Should we find out? Introduced by General Mills in 1941 and renamed in 1945, which of these breakfast oats do we talk about? Quaker Oats, Corn Flakes or Cheerios? It's Cheerios. What was the type of the doll Betsy Wetsy? Rag doll, speaking doll or drink and wet doll? Drink and wet doll. When did the Edsel automobile become defunct? November 1959, August 1961 or December 1960? It was November 1959. What was the price of Jiffy Cake mix in Ohio in 1957? 15 cents, 10 cents or 18 cents? It was 10 cents. You'll wonder where the yellow went was the slogan of which of the following products? Pepsi, Ivory Soaps or Pepsodent toothpaste? Pepsodent toothpaste, sorry. It was Pepsodent toothpaste. When did IBM introduce IBM Personal Computer? March the 25th, 1987, August the 12th, 1981 or July the 3rd, 1984? August the 12th, 1981. True or false, the lead singer of the band The Doors was Ray Manzarek? It's false, it was actually Jim Morrison. Did you get that one? Who played the role of Bobby Brady in the first release of the 1969 TV series The Brady Bunch? Mike Lookinland, Robert Reed or Barry Williams? It was Mike Lookinland. Which of the following movies was released in 1973 and was the first feature film to use CGI with live action? Vertigo, Westworld or The Fly? And that's Westworld. Who was the first baby boomer to be elected as the President of the US? Bill Clinton, George Bush or George H.W. Bush? It was Bill Clinton. No multiple choice. What was the name of the television show that aired from 1951 to 57 that featured Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz? I Love Lucy. Who was the host of the popular television show The Tonight Show from 62 to 92? Johnny Carson, David Letterman or Jay Leno? It was Johnny Carson. Which novel written by Joseph Heller is a satirical critique of war and bureaucracy? Something Happened, Cleavenger's Trial or Catch-22? Catch-22. In what year did the first baby boomers reach the age of 65 and become eligible for retirement? – 2011. Are you one of those enjoying your retirement? Who was the first African American to win the Nobel Peace Prize? Toni Morrison, Albert Lutheluli or Ralph Bunche? Ralph Bunche. When did the show All in the Family air its first episode? 1979, 1971, 1979 or 1974? 1971. What is the bird species of the post-war animated cartoon characters Heckle and Jekyll? Ducks, yellow-billed magpies or turkey vultures? They are yellow-billed magpies. True or false, Apple Inc. was founded in 1976 by 3 baby boomers. It was false. 2 of them are baby boomers, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, but Ronald Wayne was born in 1934. How to complete this line spoken by John Cameron Swayze on a TV commercial for the Timex watches. Timex takes a and keeps on licking and ticking. Timex takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Who was the author of the novel The Catcher in the Rye, which became a defining book for teenage readers in the 1950s? It was J.D. Salinger. At what age did Addie Mae Collins, Denise McNair, Carol Robertson and Cynthia Wesley die in the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing? 16 and 12, 15 and 11 or 14 and 11? It was 14 and 11. Baby boomers were born between 1946 and 1964. Who is the baby boomer echo generation? Generation Z, Generation Y or Generation X? Generation Y. The Medicare Act in the US federal health insurance program that primarily covers individuals at what age? 65 and older, 67 and older, or 70 and older? It's 65 and older. Which of the following famous people is not a baby boomer? Oprah Winfrey, Angela Merkel, or Eric Clapton? Angela Merkel, sorry. Eric Clapton. What did the US states launch on April the 1st, 1960? Its first biosatellite, its first weather satellite, its first low Earth orbit. Its first weather satellite. Which baseball player was nicknamed Hammer or Hammerin' Hank? Hank Aaron, Barry Bonds, or Willie Mays? Hank Aaron. Which legendary rock band released the album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club in the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, or the Who? It's the Beatles. From the 1920s US fashion, what is the name of the wide swing felt skirt of solid colour displaying a design or transferred to the fabric? It's the poodle skirt. Did you get that one? Which of the following races was first run on February the 22nd, 1959? Indianapolis 500, Daytona 500, or 24 Hours of Le Mans? It's Daytona 500. Who played the role of Phileas Fogg in the 1956 movie Around the World in 80 Days? David Niven, Cantinflas, or Robert Newton? It was David Niven. Who got married to Marilyn Monroe in 1956? Joe DiMaggio, Marlon Brando, or Arthur Miller? Arthur Miller. Which of these dances was not popular among teenagers in the late 60s and 70s? The Macarena, disco, or the twist? It's the Macarena. I think that came a much later. When was the measles vaccine licensed for public use? 1948, 1963 or 1955? (1963). What was the name of the first movie in which Elvis Presley appeared? Burning Love, In the Ghetto or Love Me Tender? Love Me Tender. Which company produced the Chevy Bel Air model between 1949 and 1980? Chrysler, Ford or Chevrolet? It was Chevrolet. Which of the following was the first toy advertised on TV? Barbie, Mr. Potato Head or Silly Putty? It was Mr. Potato Head. Did you have one? For what reason were Julius and Ethel Rosenberg executed by electrocution in 1953? Espionage. Who sang Rock Around the Clock? Chuck Berry, Bill Haley and his Comets, or the Beach Boys? It was Bill Haley and his Comets. What is the born name of Larry King? Lawrence Harvey Zeiger, Lawrence Julius Taylor, or Lawrence Welk? It's Lawrence Harvey Zeiger. When was the Abetz Field in Brooklyn destructed? April 9th, 63, February the 23rd, 60, or September the 24th, 1958? It was February the 23rd, 1960. Which of these actresses was in the 1958 movie Vertigo? Kim Novak, Marilyn Monroe, or Grace Kelly? Kim Novak. Which of the following US presidents was in office during the baby boomer era? Richard Nixon, Franklin D. Roosevelt, or Dwight D. Eisenhower? Dwight D. Eisenhower. True or false? A beatnik means a young person in the 1950s and early 60s belonging to a subculture associated with the Beat generation. It's true. How many FIFA World Cups were hosted during the baby boomers generation period? 3, 5, or 4? It's 4. 1950, 54, 58 and 62. When was the Walt Disney World near Orlando, Florida opened? July 15th, 75, October 1st, 71 or March the 20th, 73? It was October the 1st, 71. When was the Broadway production of My Fair Lady first published? 62, 47 or 56? 1956. In which decade did the Guinness World Records book start being published? The 1950s, 1970s or 1960s? The 1950s. Which cultural event is often associated with the baby boomers generation that was held during August the 15th to 18th, 69? It's the Woodstock Festival. Were you there? Do you remember it? Who played the role of Princess Leia in the Star Wars film series? Meryl Streep, Carrie Fisher or Jane Fonda? Carrie Fisher. And your final question coming up. Which humour magazine debuted in May 1952 and was founded by editor Harvey Kurtzman and publisher William Gaines? Mad, College Humour or The Comic News? It was Mad. How did you do on baby boomers? Are you a baby boomer? Drop your score in the comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe and you'll be notified every time we post a new quiz. And join us next time on Quiz Time.